While the merits of normalizing relations with Cuba continue to be hotly debated here in the U.S., there is one thing that Americans and Cubans have always had in common: a love of baseball. Some of the game's best players have come from Cuba, but it's been very difficult for them to come here to play. Now it could be a whole new ball game. NBC's Mark Potter is in Havana for us and has our report.
It's the last game of the regular season in the Cuban National Baseball League, the Havana Industrials versus the Tigers from Ciego de Avila. At bat, Yulieski Gurriel, one of the best players in Cuba, hitting a home run today. In the offseason, he played in Japan, but dreams of playing for the New York Yankees.
Yes.
Why would you like to go there? ¿Por qué?
For me, the best team in the world.
But under economic sanctions imposed by the U.S. after the Cuban Revolution, the only way a Cuban player can join a U.S. team is to defect and leave his country behind. Cuban historian Ismael Sene knows many players lured away by millions of dollars versus what they make here.
$40 what?
Monthly.
$40 a month is what they make here.
Yeah, more or less.
But now, with the U.S. and Cuba promising to normalize relations, fans hope new rules will someday allow Cuban players to freely join American teams. If that happens, Cubans could insist their stars play at home for a few years before going to the U.S.
I think this would be the one thing that would work in Cuba's favor. It would stem the defections, absolutely.
Historically, baseball has been a passion shared by fans here in Cuba and in the United States. And in the political world, there have even been times of baseball diplomacy.
Former Cuban leader Fidel Castro is a huge baseball fan. In 2002, he took former U.S. President Jimmy Carter to a game here. 15 years ago, the Baltimore Orioles played an exhibition game in Havana before a huge crowd. Currently, there are at least 20 Cuban players in the U.S. major leagues. Fans hope more of Cuba's best can someday join the U.S. rosters with the blessing of both countries. Mark Potter, NBC News.